Likutei Moharan, Torah Choisem et Choisem, Rechav Beis. We have just finished the Siman Yud, that portion that Rav Nosson interjects to explain the kesher between Mispel Chaviru Utzech Lesadovo Una Netchila. When you Pchinas Anovo, Pchinas Ein, when you totally mevatel yourself and you don't worry about yourself at all, you only feel the tsar of your friend. So this bittul you're nichol be'ain. V'zeh b'chinas, what it says in Sefer Tzniusa, av v'ben, father and son, mama v'chatzi mama. It's a saying and a full saying, which is talking about Bereshis and Bara. Kanase b'chinas nigla, b'chinas Torah, b'chinas Bara, b'chinas Ben, b'chinas Eden Tatoer, Chochmet Tatoer. Now he's mentioning two other synonyms: the lower Eden and the lower Chochma. B'chinas Chatzi Mama. Keneged Nishma, this stands vis-a-vis, this opposes, this stands facing the Nishma. Nishma is the higher Bechina. Shu Bereshis, that's the word Bereshis, the full word. Mama Rashalim, the complete saying. Chochma Iloah, the supernal wisdom. Eden Iloah, the supernal Eden. B'chinas Av, this is the father. B'chinas Tefillah. These are all the synonyms of the manifestation of that particular principle. Actually, all these things are synonymous in the sense that they're all manifestation of the same thing. So, Tefillah is Nishma, and is Abba, and it is V'chula, V'chula, V'chula. But what it really is, it's not the same, it's not a synonym in the sense of you would say a cup, a glass, or whatever. That is, you mamish the same thing. It's the same principle manifested in a different classification system. You know, in the B'china of a family, this is B'chinas Av. In the B'chinas of this is Torah. In the B'china of this is Chochma. In the B'china, this is Eden Iloah. V'chula, V'chula, V'chula. So it's in the different spheres is a Chochma. And of the union of the Kesed, talking about Eden. But each one this is a manifestation of that principle along that system of classification. Even the family or the spheres or whatever. So in the family it's Abba. In the spheres it's Chochma. In the V'chula, V'chula, V'chula. So so saying that it's you know, that it's a synonym is not really the correct, 100% correct definition. It's the same bechina, it's not the same thing. Okay. And so b'chinas nisro. He says, ki kol dargo, every level, neged darga shalamal mimena, when compared to the level above it, Ubchinas chatzi mama. This is half a saying. Kmo ha'av shemedaber. When the father speaks, medaber ma'amar shalom. He speaks the whole saying. Ukshebnu hakotel medaber acharov. And when his small son speaks after him, medaber chatzi mama. He speaks only half a saying. Ken b'chol darga neged darga shalamal mimena. Ibchinas chatzi mama. Every level compared to the one above it is half a saying. And that level which is above it, when compared to that, is a ma'amar shalom. the same thing that goes from level to level. This is something which it's a principle. It's a fractal principle that is correct for the entire creation. Everything in this world, the people and the animals and the birds and the plants and all the things that are in this world, they are all an essence of half a maimon. You know, when compared to the realm which is above this one. They are only indications, and they symbolize much, much higher inyonim, spiritual inyonim. The same thing from one world to the next. The entire creation, when compared to before the Bria, in other words, the existence of now, when compared to the world before it was created, is also Chatzi Mamo. Because perfection is found only Be'Ein Sof. Only Ein Sof is complete. Over there, it is a complete Ma'amar. This is a Ze Bara. And Shu Klalis Abriya, all the world that including all the elements. I'm talking about even not only Asiyah, Yetzirah, Bria, Atzilus, everything. All this is Chatzi Ma'amar Keneged Bereshis, when compared to Bereshis, which is a Kodem Abriya, before the Bria. Pchinas Tefillah. This is a Pchina of Tefillah, as they said in Tikkun Ezra. Bereshis, Yereh Boishis. The letters of the word Bereshis, they make up the two words of Yereh Boishis. The Bereshis is Pchinas Yira and Busha. You know, awe and embarrassment. Shehu Tefillah. This is the Tefillah. Pchinas Yiras Hashem v'Tisalo. It comes to tell you that the Tehillah and the Tefillah is Yira. The Tefillah must come out from Yira and humility. It's not a busha, you know, of shame. It's a busha of humility from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And also, you know, the Yira Ibchinas Bereshis. The Yira is the Bereshis. So you see that the Tefillah is also Bereshis. This is Shu Ma'amar Shalom. This is the Tefillah is Ma'amar Shalom. By the way, I want to go here off on a tangent over here. And people, more it has to do with the busha. This is very, very important. They said, you know, that the Dora Mabel, their verdict was sealed, you know, on behaving improperly, binyan tznius. In this world, they keep on mainstreaming and quote-unquote normalizing more and more deviant behavior in this inyanim. And they somehow think that this is being enlightened and free and you know, and definitely politically correct, so to speak. On the other hand, they have shootings in school. Suddenly, it was never before. Shooting in different places, people are just picking up guns and shooting people. And half the world is picking up the sword and shechting people. And in their minds, there's no connection between one and the other. But besides the fact that in Ruchnius, as the Muslim explains in Likutei Moharan, that there is a union of cherev and okemis nekam bris. You know, that the knife of the milah prevents, you know, if the knife of the milah symbolizes shmir sabris, which is the holiness, the retaining of one's holiness in that particular area of life. When the covenant is being damaged through this kind of behavior, the knife awakens again. Yeah, if it's not sakin shel milah, then it's a sakin, and people get stabbed, and people get shechted, and people get shot. It's all the same thing. But even psychologically, people don't understand that people have differing opinions of themselves. And most people are damaged goods. Nobody's perfect. Parents are, you know, good parents like your parents, like you and your wife, are very rare. Most parents are, you know, like in Israel they have sritot, you know, they're scratched. Parents damage the children whether they like it or not without even wanting it. You know, some parents are more careful, some are less careful, whatever it is, but the point is we're all damaged goods. Each and every one of us. It's normal. Yeah. The thing is that people feel bad about themselves. And there's conscience in a person. And the conscience, whether you like it or you don't, judges you all the time. It doesn't matter to say this is okay, this is not okay, this is politically correct, this is not politically correct. It tells you that it's okay. I mean, the conscience judges you. And the conscience persecutes a person. When a person does something that the person, you know, on the inside does not agree with, the conscience doesn't agree with, you can't just do away with it. Just okay, forget about it. I never did it. It's not so. The conscience remembers everything. And it judges you all the time. And the conscience is the witness, the judge, and the executioner. The verdict is always death. Death through, not necessarily just going and jumping off the balcony, but through self-punishment. Some people are workaholics, some people become drug addicts, some people smoke, some people, whatever it is, this is all people punishing themselves. You know, most detectives know that killers, you know, that like, you know, professional killers or, you know, people that are hard, whatever, criminals, are relatively rare. Most murderers are committed by people that are absolutely dying to confess and to do penance. Because they can't live with the idea that they killed somebody that got away with the murder. People cannot live with this. So most times, you know, detectives don't say, you know, you went here, you went there, who did this, who did that. They don't go like this. They come to the person and says, you know something, I would have done exactly the same thing. The minute the person feels there's somebody to talk to, bam, he just pours the whole thing. That's all it is. Because people want to be punished, they want to be caught. Why? Because they can run away, but they can't hide from their own conscience. And the thing is that what society is doing with this pursuit of liberalism at all costs is that they have taken away the notion of sin. It's either, hey man, it's cool, or it's a crime. It's a crime, just downright crime. There's nothing in between. But it's a human need to feel guilty. If I feel bad about myself, I will do things that reflect the way that I feel about myself. You know, specifically, people do it in that area of gamma bris, which is the universal antidepressant. That's what people use it for. They're so depressed, that makes them feel guilty. And you know something? It makes them feel that, okay, justice is served. I'm bad. A bad person does bad things. I feel embarrassed, feel ashamed. Fine. You take away the shame. It's okay, it's cool. No problem. You're part of normal society. They have to do something to feel, to materialize their own shame. People need to feel that shame. So it used to be to have dirty magazines under the pillow. That was, this is how people got away with their dosage of shame. They cannot be there anymore. So now they kill, now they shoot. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Yes, it's going to get worse because after they say it's okay, these provisions, they're going to open up everything. That's because the Medrash says, the Mabul was nechtam when people legalized, marriage with one one's kind and with animals. People go, never. That's the next step. Shem Yelachem. Kach ze. Well, let me see if this is what we're talking about up to here. Mama Sholem. Okay, בסדר. עד כאן.